What's going on, everybody? It is pretty much winter time now. We got down into the 20s overnight last night, and I've got a lot of projects to do today. So I'm going to bring you guys along, show you guys some of the stuff I've got done, some of the stuff we're going to do. We got to do some rearranging because we're running out of space. So if you guys caught last video or two, I was telling you guys this truck, the heater wasn't working. I had to replace the thermostat, and I did that and put the new thermostat in, took it for a test drive. The heater started working great, so it's ready to go. We're supposed to get some snow tomorrow, so that's the truck I'll be driving around. Don't have to worry about all the salt and stuff on the roads. I do have, you guys know, I've got the newer Tundra, the Toyota Tundra, but I don't like driving it on the icy and snowy roads, even though it's probably one of the better vehicles for that. But it just, the salt, when they put the salt on the roads here, you guys know how that eats metal and causes rust and all that. So I don't like to get my new trucks on the road if I don't have to. But anyways, that project's done. I got the Ranger out because we are putting up fall and, well, fall decorations and all that. Rachel's is starting to get the Christmas decorations out of the attic. And that's another project coming down the road. We got to build a balcony, whatever, a deck up in the shop for storage. Show you guys that here in a little bit. And right now, project I am fixing to start working on is the chicken coop. You guys know we got all these chickens, silver lace Wyandottes, and the cream leg bars over here in the chicken tractor. Well, we're running out of room in the chicken coop because the girls are doing very good at laying eggs. And all the chicks we hatched earlier this year are starting to lay. So we're getting more and more hens that's starting to lay. And we only had the, see, there's a girl right there. We only have the nest box that has the 4 holes in it. So it kind of gets crowded because when it seems like when one girl wants to lay, they all come in here and they want to lay. So see, we got some coming in here and wanting to lay, and 3 of them's already laid, and as you can see, they always want to lay in the same box. It's like sometimes there'll be double girls in there trying to lay, and that don't always work out too good. Well, if you remember, I had an old nest box right here that was brand new. Let me show you guys. I got it out here. I've already been starting. I just got a little start. So I had this one here. This is one of those roll away, I don't remember, hen nest gear or something like that. Nothing bad about the company, but the girls would not use this one. I had it in there for over a year. I think they may have laid 2 eggs in it. It was designed to where they laid the eggs on this side and they would roll back to that side over there, and you didn't have to walk to the chicken coop. The girls hated it. So I have taken it out, and Rachel wanted me to install this one. This one is a little bit of a sentimental memory to Rachel. This came from Rachel's grandfather's chicken coop. He lived to be 95 years old, I believe, and he used this chicken coop for many, many years, and we pulled it out of his old chicken coop before it all fell down. And anyways, we had it here in our old chicken coop over in the, see if you guys can see, no, you can't see through the window, that barn over there. We pulled all the nest boxes out, and Rachel wanted to implement it into the new chicken coop. So I got it mounted right here temporary just to see if it'll work, and it's not gonna work because, let me show you, problem is, look at this. the old one I had a back on it, so now the chickens can jump in here and they can jump right back out into this area right here, and they can eat the feed, or when we open the door they'll run out into the yard. So that will not be no good. So one project I got to do is put a screen across there since I took the old one down. But it's a little too cold right now. I don't want to work outside right now. You can see the sun is starting to come out and warm it up, so we're going to give that some time. But in the meantime, I've got a project going on in the big shop, and even though it's cold, we got the Mr. Cool mini split in there, and I'm going to show you guys. I already turned it on, got the shop warming up because I knew I had to do this project today. And I just wanted to show you guys that one there. So we got to get the Ranger. We got to load some tools up in it here after a while. Air compressor. I've got to get some screen and staple gun. We'll go over there and do that. But for now, I want to show you guys a new project I got. I've actually had it for a little while. Just haven't showed you guys yet. But it's in the shop where it's going to be nice and warm thanks to the Mr. Cool mini split. And like I said, I turned it on earlier this morning. Let it get a head start on warming up this big shop because it does have the 14-foot ceiling or 14-foot walls. It's got the high ceiling in it, so it takes it a little bit longer to warm up. But thanks to the Mr. Cool mini split, it blows, put it on turbo mode, and it will move that air around pretty quick and get it nice and toasty in here. And you can see I got my beanie on here because it's cold, but the sun's out, so that's a good thing. Can't stop. All right, so remote that I keep right here. This is also used as a thermostat. Once it knows it gets to the temperature you want it at, whether the air conditioner or the heater is on, that will be your thermostat. And there is Mr. Cool mini split right here, and you can see I've got it set at 75 degrees. And let me show you how I use the app from inside the nice warm house to get a head start on getting this thing warm. Okay, so I know I'm going to be going outside and working in the shop today. So here is the Mr. Cool app, which is free for Android or Apple phones. And here is the two Mr. Cool units. I have one in the old shop and one in the new big shop. And you can see it says it's 42 degrees in there. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to power it on. We're going to set our thermostat to 75 degrees. And we're going to go ahead and let that warm up. So when we get out there to do our project, it'll be nice and warm. That is what is cool with this Mr. Cool and the awesome app they provide. So there you go. Now I could bundle up and get out here in this shop and do some work. Yes, you know, just be tough. But why work harder instead of smarter? Let's let the Mr. Cool mini split unit warm this shop up to where it is very nice and comfortable in here. If I need to let Mojo or the animals in here, I can do that as well. You know, if there's a blizzard or any kind of bad weather out there, we can do that. I can always bring my tractor in here and work on it and warm it up with the Mr. Cool mini split. And this is the 36K BTU unit. They sell different size models for whatever space requirements you need. If you just have a little one bedroom house or a little building or something you just need this in, they sell smaller units. This is a big 1,500 square foot shop, so this is a 36K unit and it works very nicely. You guys see me use it in the summertime with the air conditioner, but today we are using the heat pump in this thing, and it is doing a very nice job keeping the shop warm. And the coolest thing about it is, guys, these are ductless. They don't take up all the room in your attics or in your house or your she shed, or in our case, the shop. You don't see any ducts or anything. It's all right here. And the best of it all is Rachel and I installed this 100% by ourselves because the lines come pre-charged with the gas that it takes to make it work. So I will share a link in the description below. Make sure you check them out. We have had several people see a lot of our other videos we've done over the Mr. Cool mini split unit. Like I said, we got one in the other shop, we got one in this shop, and we use them all the time. And everyone that gets them, they said, man, I'm glad I seen that on your video because it has been a lifesaver, whether it was people putting it in their basements or their garages or whatever. Yeah, it's a lifesaver for sure. And you guys know I'm always out here doing projects. I'm fixing to show you a couple that I've been working on. But yeah, check out the link in the description below. Check out Mr. Cool and get your very own ductless DIY mini split. You can do it yourself. You don't have to call the HVAC people that charge you an arm and a leg. Okay, so you guys know I've got my C10 truck back now. And I have been enjoying it, been driving it, and there's one thing I had to change on it, so let me show you. One thing I had to change on it was the seat belts, because I tried to find some old Chevy seat belts, and I still have these right here. I'm going to use the class because it does say GM on here. These are original seat belts out of an 86 C10 truck. But these here are upgraded because this mechanism right here, it wouldn't retract. The little gear in it or whatever wasn't working. So I had to replace this. So that is about the only thing I have done. But I also got the windows tinted. You can see I got the windows tinted to 15% on the sides. And I even got the windshield done with the ceramic tint that is 70%. And that does it does some wonders keeping out the sun and stuff. You still got to wear sunglasses if you're driving into the sun, but it definitely cuts down on the heat coming through and such. So what other project does Kevin got going on? So guys, you guys know I love fishing. I love projects, whether they be four-wheelers, trucks, cars, boats, whatever. You know, I'm that guy that, you know, I'll find a good deal on something that needs a little work, and I'll buy it and bring it home. I'll either use it or sell it, make some more money, go buy another project. That's just how I've always done my whole life, and I haven't stopped yet. So the new project is a bass boat. We got a 20-foot Skeeter bass boat. I found a really great deal on this. It was kind of a mechanic's special. And a little background, when I was growing up, my grandfather actually had a boat shop, and I would always down there. My grandma watched me, you know, growing up when my parents were at work and stuff, and I was always down there watching, you know, mechanics, my grandpa and everybody work on them, trying to learn stuff myself. And at a young age, I was able to learn quite a bit of that stuff, and I kind of kept it. And it just kind of comes natural to me working on stuff like this. I have already pretty much done all the work that needed to be done on this boat. And like I said, I got an awesome deal on it. But I actually plan on keeping this one at least for a little while, because I want to do a little bit more crappie fishing. In the current boat we have, it's kind of hard to do, but because it's a metal boat and it's so light, it just blows around in the wind and stuff. Anyway, it's another story. I need to do a video on my other Untamed Outdoors channel, but we'll save that for another day. But some of the stuff that was the problem with this boat was it was leaking hydraulic fluid. It has hydraulic power steering right here, and it was leaking from the pump, and you can see the carpet's kind of stained where it has oil. I'm going to try to get some Dawn dish soap and clean all that up. But anyways, it was dripping right here. I pulled all that off, pulled the pump off, and replaced these seals right here, just a little seal and a cap, and some of this stuff. No big deal, put it all back together. But the other problem was it had a tilt and trim. Tilt and trim is what raises your motor up and down, and you can kind of adjust it and all that. Anyways, it was dripping right here. He was having to fill it up every time he took it out, so he just got tired of messing with it. And he went and got a quote to getting all this fixed, and I think he said it was like $3,400 to get that fixed. I've got about $140 in seals and just, you know, several hours of my time to get this fixed. But thanks to the Mr. Cool mini split unit, I can come out here at night, you know, when I'm not doing anything else, when it's cold outside, come in a nice insulated shop and turn on the Mr. Cool, put the heat pump on, and get it nice and toasty in here so I can work on things on my spare time. Like, you know, like I don't have nothing else to do, but this is stuff I actually enjoy. But let me show you some of the stuff that I have replaced. I replaced every one of the cylinders on the tilt and trim. There's 3 of them. And all these seals was the old ones in it, and I've replaced all those. And now it's working good as new. So after replacing the seals, one thing you got to do is you got to bleed the air out of the system after you fill it. So I'll kind of show you guys how I did that. You can kind of hear it. Sounds a little goofy right now. I think it's got a little air in it still, so we'll raise it up. And I'll let it set a day. I just got that done yesterday. And then it has a relief valve right here. You just kind of turn this and let it go down on its own. And it usually will push a lot of that air out of there. You have to do this several times, but you can kind of see how it's going down. Then you tighten your relief valve back up, raise your trim back up, and I might need to add some more fluid as well as you go, but getting the air out is the first step. It's kind of a slow process, so I'm not going to film all this for you guys. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I've been doing and trying to take advantage of a cold winter day outside. And then this is how you bleed the air off. You guys, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but air will kind of come out, and see, I think it's needing some more fluid in it. So I'm gonna get busy working on this for a little bit, and we'll kind of let the sun come out and do its job, so I can get out there and get all my tools loaded up in the Ranger, and then we'll go put that wire on the chicken coop, get the nest box moved over to the other wall, and then I'll let Rachel know. I'm kind of doing it and not telling her, so she's been after me to do it for a long time. It's been sitting out in the yard. But anyways, guys, like I said, make sure you check out Mr. Cool. Click on the link in the description below. You will not be disappointed. You will love getting this Mr. Cool shipped straight to your house. installing it by yourself and getting to enjoy either air conditioner or the heat. Okay, I think I am done with this project now. Like I said, it's just very tedious, time consuming, draining all that air out of there and filling it up with fluid and all that. But yep, thanks to Mr. Cool. It's nice and warm in here. And I think I'm done in here for the day, so I'll probably turn Mr. Cool off. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about is how quiet this thing is as well. I forget to mention this usually. So I'm going to use the remote and turn it off. There, beep. It'll go off now. But yeah, let's take a look over here. I want to show you guys how I mounted it on the back of the building. And if you live right next in a housing addition, if you live next to someone else, or if you got animals or anything that you're afraid that this might be too loud, it's still going. And this is how loud it is right here. All you hear is the fan. So for sure, it's super quiet. You know, if you live in an apartment or housing addition or something, you don't have to worry about it being too loud or keeping you up at night or anything. It's very quiet. So like I said, check out the link in the description below. Get yourself a Mr. Cool mini split unit. Okay, next project. The sun is out now really good, as you can see. And we're gonna go get the Ranger, drive it over to the old shop. We gotta load up some tools, and then we'll head back over to the chicken coop and try to knock that project out real quick. Okay, so we're back out here in the coop, and like I said, I just temporarily stuck this one up here. I think I'm gonna put it on this north wall over here because the chickens didn't use the old one that was right here. I don't know if they just didn't like the way it was pointed or what, so we're gonna stick it over there and see if it makes any difference. I would rather replace this one and put it over here, but this one's so tall that it would be right on the bottom, so I don't think the chickens would like that very much. So let's get this camera set up and we'll get to work. It's actually not too bad in here because the sun's out now, and the chicken coop seems like it holds heat pretty good. It's got a metal roof, so that definitely helps. Well, let's see. I may have put these in a little too tight earlier. Now I can't get the nut driver on them, of course. Come on. Okay, I gotta figure something else out. Okay. Just needed an extension on my bit here. And we'll go ahead and mount this one where we think we want it before we put our screen up on this side. Make sure it's gonna work, because if not, then we might just have to put it back over here. Okay. What do you think, chickens? You think that'll work? Let's see here. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay, maybe right there. Okay, there's one. Okay, I can't tell, is that level, guys, or not? No, yes, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Well, it is level. Only one problem, it's not centered. But I need room to get over there to get my staples in, so this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna take it down, and then I forgot I gotta be able to staple that wire across there, so I'm getting ahead of myself. It will work over here. That's what I really wanted to know before I put that up. Yeah. Okay. We'll set it right here for now. Okay, now let's get the compressor and everything in here, or the hoses dragged out, get my wire, and we'll put it up there. Okay, now I just got to cut some excess off. I should have been thinking this would have been a lot quicker if I just would have got my cutoff wheel on my grinder and run it across here, but also don't want to put no sparks in here on this hemp bedding that we use for our bedding here in the floor of the coop. But it would make quick work of it. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that that's out of the way, now we can focus on remounting this nest box. And I'll try to somewhat get it a little more center this time, maybe. I gotta be able to reach this. Get me a screw started here. Okay. Probably about right there. What do you guys think? Still not centered. About right there. Oh, that looks good. Okay, one. All right, let's see if we can get this thing somewhat level. That looks pretty good to me from where I'm at. Okay, let's take a look. Hey, I think that'll work. Looks pretty level to me. Don't know about you guys, but my eyes are a little crooked anyway. I think. Okay. All right, looky there. Now, put some finishing touches on it. We still have a bag of the bedding that we use. This is the hemp bedding. It's actually made for like horses, but it lasts so much longer than the pine bedding that we used in the past. And the animals seem to like it a lot more. So now what we'll do is we'll just take some scoops of it, throw it in there, give the girls something nice to make a little nest in, lay their eggs on. And the cool thing about this old nest box here is it actually has removable trays in each one of these that just pop right out, so it makes it super easy to clean when it comes time for that. And the chickens in the old chicken coop always laid in it. Seems like they liked it okay, so we'll see. Hopefully they will in this one as well. And if you don't want the chickens using it, you can just raise this up and then the chickens can't get in here. So that's always nice. Nice little feature on there. And it has this nice lip. It's probably 6-inch lip right here from the bottom of this nest box in here, and they cannot kick out the bedding as easy. So that's what they do over there. They kick it out all the time. It drives me nuts. I could raise it up a little, but we'll see if they use this. Might not even use it. but it's kind of sentimental to Rachel, so we just didn't want to throw it away. And it's still an awesome nest box. It's old, but still serves its purpose. Indeed, and it has more room for the girls. So we'll see if they use it or not. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And next video, remind me, and I'll try to update you guys whether they use it or not. But yeah, there you go. Nest box is good to go. How's it look? So there it is, out with the old. That didn't take us very long. Let's let the sun warm up a little bit out here. Put that across there. Now they can't get out. And now that actually lets in a little more sunlight over here, so this corner's not so dark. Now, I always thought that chickens preferred to lay in the dark corners and stuff, but when we had that other nest box over here, I'm telling you, in the whole year we had it, they didn't lay maybe 2 eggs in it. And this one over here, they're laying in it all the time, and you can see it's right there in the corner with a lot of sunlight. So since we took that one out, and we have the windows in here, and now it's not blocking that window, you can see there's as much light over here as there is over there pretty much. So I think the girls might lay in here. I don't know. Time will tell. So it's always good to see, look, 3 eggs in this one, 3 eggs in that one, and they're not done for today. So we'll kind of wait. It's still early in the day, so we'll wait and see what they do. We'll come back out later and check. But yeah, like I said, stay tuned for the next video, and I'll let you guys know what the girls think of their new nest box. And if you guys caught the last video, we had the predator, the owl, came and stole a couple of the little baby chicken McNuggets here, and that's the 2 that's left. And so they made it another night. It didn't come back and get those, at least, so that's a good thing. Smeagol, you been on guard for the mouths or what? Huh? You been on guard? You been doing an investigation? I see you've been rolling in the ashes from the wood stove that I dumped out here in the old garden. That keep the bugs off of you? Huh? Does it keep the bugs off of you? Yep. All right. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Please leave us a comment, and do not forget to click on the link in the description. Please do me a favor and go check out Mr. Cool. They have awesome products. I promise you guys will be satisfied with it. And if you got a small house or something, you just need something extra in another bedroom to heat and cool, that is your go-to for sure, and you can do it yourself. So please subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, and we'll catch you on the next video.